Good morning to you, Ken. We've got a really pretty day ahead. Sunshine, mild weather, even warmer than yesterday. And yesterday really felt chilly in the shade, but as soon as you stepped into the sun, you're like, wow, it feels like springtime. And the flowers would agree because they're blooming across New Jersey. A very pretty scene across the Garden State today. Again, the reason for that, Ken, when you're starting off in the shade and then you walk into the sun, the air is very dry. There's not a lot of humidity in the air, so there's none of that, what's known as latent heat, the scientific term. So without any of the humidity that you would normally get here in New Jersey, and we know humidity all too well, it tends to feel very chilly and dry in the shade. But once you step in the sun, there's less of the impact from, scattering that solar irradiance. And so it makes for a warmer feel. And that'll be the case today up in Sussex. There's your daily dose of science this morning. 67 over in Sussex County, 65 in Newton, 66 in Hackettstown, with a light breeze throughout the day. It'll feel quite pleasant. And then the breeze kicks up by the day's end there toward Jersey City out of the south and east. So you'll feel that wind coming off of the Hudson by the end of the day, making it feel a touch cooler. We had a lot of rain over the last few days, so that's improved the drought quite a bit. Still in that extreme drought in red in southern New Jersey, but that will be improved as well with the additional rainfall that comes in, not only for tomorrow night, but also again on Monday. So every few days, as long as we get a good downpour, we're helping to prevent an ongoing drought into spring. And then that just sets up some bad news for the upcoming summer season when we tend to use a lot of water. Still running rather dry, up to an inch of a rainfall deficit there in northern New Jersey. But again, every drop counts, and there is some more coming in by the end of the month. Speaking of, there's also slightly cooler weather that may come in just in time for the beginning of the month of April, as this very large area of warm weather patterns set up there for the desert Southwest also keeps it rather dry there. Here in New Jersey, we have equal chances of seeing slightly above average rainfall, especially out east. So planning any trips around, plan on a little bit of rain here and there. And that's basically what you see on the 7-day for the next few days. The rain that comes in Thursday is primarily at night, so no need for the umbrellas during the day. But Friday morning, there could be a few snowflakes mixed in with that early rain and snow that takes over and lasts through the morning rush, maybe puts down a little bit of a snowflake on the car, and then it melts right away because the sun returns by Friday afternoon. That is very typical of late March. You get a little bit of a morning winter blast, followed by a springtime feel by later on in the day with lots of sun and milder weather. Saturday and Sunday also brings back a split weekend. We start off the weekend a little cloudy and finish on a drier, cooler note. And then by Monday, we have some more rain that comes in to start off next week, and that rain likely giving us a wet day, I think, on the first Monday in spring. Shore Points has clouds and fog and mist and drizzle throughout most of the morning tomorrow. It likely lingers into the afternoon because that easterly breeze is pretty persistent. That's in advance of that rain snow that comes in early Friday morning, clears by the afternoon, and then we're left with a dry weekend. Saturday and Sunday both looking good. Have to deal with that rain by Monday. So Ken, all in all, not a terrible looking forecast. We're slightly above average, but we're keeping things active, I would say is the word, over the next week or so.